Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zahra, Berserk, Truth Seeker, Ex-Shia, Ex-Muslim. So I found ayats here, and I'm going to show you, like before, have been showing you. So I'm just coming out of this place, exiting. Okay. Now, going to my notes, I've made some new ones, and like I've been showing you, contradictions in the Quran ayats. Again, about, okay, I will go to Surah Tahrim because I found this ayat here. I'm just going to change my, let's see if I can find the glasses. I am very serious about this. Hope you understand uh, the seriousness of this, the gravity of this, uh, right? And my seriousness. I've risked my life sometimes. Yes, it's kind of scary to go out. Um, I've shown you innumerable contradictory verses on nights, and I've again come here to show you. If you have any, um, I'm really sorry if you are a Sayyid, you've lost someone, or you've lost your whole family, uh, and or you're Shia, you have been attacked by Sunnis. Oh, sorry, extremist so-called Muslims. It's because you were, they take you as kafirs, disbelievers, and all this. I'm really sorry, but I have to do this now. And to those foreigners and even the critics of Islam, according to the Sunni hadiths and Quranites, if you have an ounce of, like, I hope I get some seriousness from you here. Um, you may not agree to what I'm doing here, even you foreigners who have a soft corner, slightly maybe for the Shias because they've never hurt you and they never argue with you or come to you or challenge you or ask you about your religion or harass you about your religion, right? Things like that. So please, just for the sake of truth and justice here, uh, so to whoever my voice is going, and Shias are calling out to Shias who can see this, we have an ayat. I found an ayat here in Surah Tawbah, some ayats. So among them are men who molest the Prophet and say he's all ear, say he listens to what is best for you. He believes in Allah, has faith in the believers. Hardly any believers of, through the Shias' point of view and research and belief. Uh, and is a mercy to those of you who believe, but those who molest the messenger will have a grievous penalty. So I've taken all this from Multilingual Quran. Where is it? So the other one is 62 verse from Surah Tawbah. To you they swear by Allah in order to please you, but it is more fitting that they should please Allah and His Messenger if they are believers. So if I take this ayat from Surah Tawbah verse 62 and compare it with Surah Tahrim, again back to Surah Tahrim ayat 1. O Prophet, why holdest thou to be forbidden that which Allah has made lawful to thee? Thou seekest to please thy consorts, but Allah is oft forgiving, most merciful. I'll read out the commentary, but before that, I think I left out something. Remember, this is for the sake of truth and justice. If there are contradictory ayats, this means that from that surah, uh, the name of which again I'm forgetting, and the ayat goes like, if there were much contradictions in the Quran, what would happen? It would be other than Allah, from other than Allah, this Quran. So, keeping that Quran ayat under consideration, now here I've seen the commentaries. You see how long this commentary is under? I've taken it from Multilingual Quran, my Shia website, my former religion, and it goes on. You see how long this commentary. Now, in Urdu they say that अक्लमंद को इशारा काफी होता है. So sorry, Hussein is not what the Shias have made him to be, the religious scholars, even the Sunni, some of them. But what the Shias have made him to be. Hussein was not that. Hussein is the grandson of the biggest tyrant ever, exploiting religion, like Surah Baqarah 204 says, and 205 verses say. And if you have any soft corner for Hussein, you know what you are doing. You are lying. You are, and okay, you're not, maybe it will not reach some Shias, but those Shias that this could be reaching, maybe from my family members or, someone uh, who come here and listen to this and may disagree with me, my friends, Shia friends and all. I mean, you see, okay, you say you don't impose this religion on your children or on others or anything like that, but you have a sense of fear and you have a sense of anxiety for your children. That, Allah will not guide them on the right path. If they leave this religion, then Allah will just ignore them and all this, and they will not be guided in life. Things like that. They will fall into the wrong hands or the wrong way of living. How many times am I? So you're okay, you're not imposing this religion on others, but you could be in a roundabout manner, at least feeling if you have that humanity in you for humanity saving. Imam Hussein saved humanity. And we can only pray at times that God bring all you to Shia Islam, the true religion. But we don't go imposing, we don't go harassing. Unless we are asked about a religion, then we can. If a Christian comes to us and asks, then we can tell them. Otherwise, we don't go anymore. Our Imams have ended all that which Prophet Muhammad or in the time of, no one can say anything disrespectful against Prophet Muhammad, but against the Imams they can, and the Imams will not kill them if they say, even abuse the Imams, as we are told Imam Ali was by Muawiyah and the people he bought and told to abuse, force them, even at times, coax them, and things like that, right? Bribe them to abuse Imam Ali. But on Imamat, there's no killing if you abuse or say any insult to the Imams. But on Prophet Muhammad, yes, it's blasphemy, meaning you will have a great punishment, and even our Shias punish those who, should. I mean, the punishment is here. It says under the commentary under Anfal, verse 27, Actually, those who did not, punishment is due for them, who did not even accept the declaration of Prophet Muhammad at Ghadir Khum about Imam Ali and who will be the leader. So you can see, check this, but I'm here now. Contradictory ayats. Do you see? Calling out to Shias, please take this very seriously, as you should take, as you took this religion. But you see, we don't, our side is that I'm not scaring you of the punishment of hell and things like that, so you may not be able to take it as seriously, but it is serious. However, you may say that in order to, I mean, this is what refraining or, refraining people from going into misguidance, being misled, being deceived. So, are there humans out there who love who love something for the sake of goodness, not these out of fear? So, without any punishment. There could be some, like you'll have to, like Sadhguru said, life corrects itself. If there is a reincarnation, karma, like Einstein said, every action has a reaction. Scientists say this. So please be responsible people about this. No punishment, but this is serious. And you may think God did a really great thing by saying, I mean, there is punishment for it's a good way to uh, you know discipline people or improve their lot or make them come to something good. It's a good reformatory way and in a good example set. So Warner has come and this and that, and it goes on, the debate may go on. I just did this to, you see, there's a contradiction here. The Shias are very well aware of this. If since I point what I mean to say is that the Shias should be very aware of this, right? Well, they say what the ayat say that these two wives were hypocrites and thus disbelievers because they harassed the Prophet, whatever. If you read this ayat, Surah Tahrim, ayat 1 in context. So let's see if I'm able to explain this properly. If I'm not now, I'll do it later. But I'm trying. So you see, according the wives are hypocrites, believers. Why does he please his concerts? And why holdest thou to be forbidden that which Allah has made lawful to thee? Right? Seeking to please thy consorts, wives, O Prophet. And then we have here, look at this, another one. Look at this. This, what do you call it? Contradiction or what? Surah Tawbah 62. Please don't let me get stuck and shocked at what the Shia religious scholars have done. Out of what? That you don't see a simple thing here. Fact. So I'm not saying, I'm just saying, please realize this and then I hope you stop it. Zulm is when you lie, when you see the truth and you're not willing to accept it. Okay, maybe you're a very, very highly conditioned, deeply conditioned. Please see this. Surah Tawbah, verse 62 says, to you they swear by Allah in order to please you. But it is more fitting that they should please Allah and His Messenger if they are believers, then why does this messenger go on pleasing the wives, holding something which is forbidden, which Allah has made lawful to him? And Surah Maida 87 says, O believers, it's an order to the believers, do not prohibit yourselves what Allah, the good things which Allah has made lawful for you, and transgress not. Meaning, if you do this, you would transgress the good things. Now, let's read the commentary here also. Do you get my point, Shias? Calling out to Shias. Sunnis in other ways, Shias in other ways. You're doing zulm by hiding the truth. Prejudices are there, bigotry, everything has to. Please, when I'm showing you and you're here and you can hear me and you can see this, so please look at this and stop doing zulm. Okay, sound is coming. So, as a preface, okay, now reading Surah Tahrim Ayat 1 commentary, Shia commentary. As a preface to the surah, refer to the study carefully of the commentary of Surah Azab 28 to 32. It's not like these people don't know the other ayats. They are fully aware of the other ayats on pages. And Surah Azab ayat, it is more fitting, Surah Azab ayat 37, that part also, right? That you should not be, pleasing the people. No, fear Allah. It's more, Allah is more worthy, O Messenger, that you should fear Allah. So this ayat, what is holding you from seeing this, Shias? Holding you back from seeing the truth, the contradictions. Don't lie to yourself. I've seen Shia, some of them. I don't, but like it has made me very, very shocked. Even in my case, how is it that there's compassion, complete compassion, come instantly when I hear about Imam Hussein's sacrifice? I mean, Ya Allah, meri izzat mehfooz rahe. This means may I not be raped or molested. May I be, my honor be safe, my safety protection be there. So, instant compassion and care for humanity. But then I see some hypocrisy in myself too, in the sense that double standards and all this I've seen, right? This should not have been there. It's hero worship. It's not. Then if I love Imam Hussein, if I believe in what he's done, it's great, the greatest. No example there, no parallel to him, nothing. It's unparalleled example. I mean, what he gave. So I should become like him. Instantly, no harm done. I mean, if I don't, pluck a flower, then I also must not eat meat and kill an animal. But I see hypocrisy in me and conditioning. So Surah Tawbah at 62. Shias missed this. How could it escape this? When they know they're referring to so many ayats, commentary of Surah Azab 28 to 32, 33, 34, 35 on pages. Okay, this. in which the character pattern of the two wives refer to this surah. Now, do you want me to get lost in these kind of things? Commentaries, which really I've seen contradictions in the commentaries, missing things, not properly, you know, giving us. Why did Allah, for example, let's say, like coming to the point of this, a certain thing in the ayat, like he made an unintentional mistake in Surah Azab, it's stated in the ayat. Then no, nothing on that. And then I saw in Surah Azab, ayat 37. No, that ayat 52. Why is he stopped? So some reason not good enough. I had to search in the Sunni hadith, Sunni sources. Why did Allah stop him from marrying so many women? Now, in Surah Azab, verse 52 of the ayat. So, this, they say justice should, जिससे मिस नहीं होता है, doesn't fail in the least bit, right? Justice should be done. And we Shias have done. Our Imam, if he was not present on earth, there would be no earth, no planet, nothing. Earth would be destroyed by these zalimun, zalimin, fasikin, fasad, corrupted people, this, that. And we are alive, it's a miracle, the Shias, my former, meaning my former religion, the people, Shias. It's a miracle, excuse me. Okay. The Holy Prophet used to drink glass of honey syrup whenever he visited the apartment of Zainab. Aisha and Hafsa became resentful, and Aisha devised a plot. Knowing the Holy Prophet's dislike of unpleasant smells, she held her nose when he came to her apartment after drinking a glass of honey syrup prepared by Zainab, and accused him of and the produce having eaten the produce of a very ill-smelling tree. When she accused him of having eaten maghafir, a nauseating herb, the Holy Prophet said that he had taken only honey. No, he should have said, Aisha, I know you. You are a hypocrite and you are a liar. And this honey doesn't smell. Honey doesn't smell bad. It can't be from a nauseating herb. And Aisha, I know this honey, you are lying. I have done this before also in my videos, but they were dark. They didn't have this kind of screen, right? Showing the screen here. And you've been lying, lying, lying. And that is a great injustice. The Holy Prophet said that he had taken only honey. She said the bees had fed on maghafir. God tells him everything. So that's it. It doesn't make sense. Do you see this? No, the all-knowing God has told me that honey doesn't smell. Aisha, you are lying. That's it. There and then, just stop her. Right? Aisha, you're lying. I know the honey doesn't smell bad. When he visited, no, but it doesn't say here. When he visited Hafsa, she also acted just like Aisha. Displeased with their obnoxious behavior, the Holy Prophet vowed not to eat honey anymore. The Holy Prophet could have just separated from them time being, but vowed not to eat honey anymore. This is recorded by Bukhari in his commentary on Tahrim. Here we go if you need the Sunni Hadiths sources in his Sahih volume 3 page 136. In the same place are recorded several traditions as Umar related as related by Umar bin Khattab, stating that the two women, Aisha and Hafsa, were insolent and haughty. Hafsa was his wife, daughter. Hafsa was Umar's daughter, and haughty towards the Holy Prophet. On a day assigned to Hafsa when she was not found in her apartment, so this is written and this is accepted by the Shias. On a day assigned to Hafsa when she was not found in her apartment, as she went to her parents' house, the Holy Prophet spent the night with Maria, the Coptic girl, presented to him by the ruler of Egypt, who became the mother of his son, Abraham, to calm the quarrelsome, bad temper, hmm, to calm the quarrelsome in her apartment. Okay, no objection to this by the Shias. But here, to calm the quarrelsome, bad temper of Hafsa, like which wife would not get angry? Her apartment. He's put her in her apartment on a day assigned. I'm not saying lying. The Prophet Muhammad lied to her. But this is approved. Not the lie, but this, what is written here, on a day assigned to Hafsa. On a day assigned to Hafsa, when she was not found in her apartment, as she went to her parents' house, the Holy Prophet spent the night with Maria, the Coptic girl, presented to him by the ruler of Egypt, who became the mother of his son Abraham. To calm the quarrelsome bad temper of Hafsa, he vowed that he would have no more to do with Maria. My goodness, just say no. God has allowed me. I'm telling the believers this verse. I'm ordering the believers about God's order. Surah Maida ayat 87. O believers, do not make unlawful the good things which Allah has made lawful for you. Seek, and seek, and do not transgress to calm the quarrelsome bad temper. Now, every wife had a different apartment, but he took this Maria the Coptic into Hafsa's apartment and he slept with her. He spent the night with Maria. And so Hafsa came back and saw that, you know, so to calm the quarrelsome bad temper of Hafsa, he vowed this, like her reaction could have been that, oh my God, he's used my apartment to sleep with Maria the Coptic. He vowed that he would no more do with Maria. What? This is why Allah says, why holdest thou to be forbidden? O Prophet, why holdest thou to be forbidden that which Allah has made lawful to thee, seeking to please thy wives? So insolent and haughty towards the Holy Prophet. In the same place are recorded several okay, on the day of Sarna. The wives of the Holy Prophet were expected to show, oh my goodness. So was the Prophet. Open lewdness, if you do, you have double punishment for the wives of the Prophet. It's stated in Surah Azab, verse. Can't remember the number of the verse. The wives of the Holy Prophet were expected to show a high standard in behavior. as they were in the company of superior. This is what I was saying. Why could they not improve? Why could he not bless them? He couldn't even bless the marriage of Zaid and Zainab and Josh, which fell apart. Company of superiormost. What does a superiormost teacher do? Of manners, social behavior, and etiquette. He transforms you. He's the light of Allah. He transforms you. If he behaves well, if he wasn't a hypocrite. Otherwise, you can't help like that if you're doing these things. The Holy Prophet's mind was sorely distressed by the obnoxious behavior. Now, this is such an exaggeration. Obnoxious behavior of Aisha. Better to marry one than to marry so many then. Behavior of Aisha and Hafsa, and he renounced the society of his wives, huh, for 1 month. All the wives. Now, you see, here we're told he renounced the society of all the wives, his wives for 1 month. Wives, it's not specified 2, 3, 4. He just renounced the society of his wives. So the Sunni side could be right that all wives, and they were all scared that he would divorce them all, right? So, oh my goodness, so shocking, huh? Okay, so see, again, I have to come here because then some people say you're not reading Surah Asharayats in context. You could have missed something. They attempted on his life, this, that, you've missed that. How bad they were attacking him, breaking the treaties, always, opposing him, things like that. Verse 1 was revealed to say that as Allah has allowed him honey and Maria, he did not have to forsake any of them. Hmm. What? Verse 1 was revealed to say that as Allah has allowed him honey and Maria, he did not have to forsake any of them. How was verse 1? Now, you see, Meda ayat 89 here, my eyes just fell down here. If any vow prevents from doing good or acting rightly, one should expiate the vow, but do not refrain from doing good deeds. For the expiation of oaths and vows, seek a. Really, if I've read it and if I read when I realized this as a Shia, like as a what? So doing injustice, right? This, I mean, the Sunnis could say that you are kafirs, Shias, and this and that, and even extremists, so called, you would say that's not Islam, but that is Islam. We thought that was not Islam, but that is Islam. And but you're also Shias, you have also lied to yourselves, and your religious scholars have lied to themselves and you. Who in their right mind would accept such a thing? Right? Here, written here. If any vow, look at this. The verse 1 was revealed to say that as Allah has allowed him honey and Maria, he did not have to forsake any of them. Then why did he? Why is he forbidding himself? Because the wives were like this. If the wives were like this, he could just have separated from the wives. Because then we are told he approved by Shias Sunni sources given here, approved by Shias. No objection to this. Sunni sources. Then he did not have to forsake any of them. If any vow prevents doing, whereas it says that he had to stay away here, Aisha, and he renounced the society of his wives for 1 month. For goodness sakes, Shias, for 1 month he renounced. Open multilingual Quran, online search, Aka Mehdi Puya, Puya Ali commentary. Tick on that. Tick on Yusuf Ali translation of the Quran ayat or Shakir. Or tick on three of them, all three of them, and then come to Surah Tehri. Display. Click the display button on your left, right, up, above. Please, what if the screen is not focusing properly? Look at the Zulm. Lying. You could shock your children later on when they study this. They could go mentally insane. हमारा तो ढीला हो गया, screw ढीला हो गया, हम पागल हो गए. What can I tell you? The pain of madness, agony, anguish. अच्छा तो आप ये कह रहे हैं इधर, सब जानते हैं. Now for vows, oaths, for the expiation of oaths and vows, see commentary of Maida 89, and for the vain oaths and vows, Surah Baqarah 2 to 5. Verses 3 to 5 refer to Aisha and Hafsa, who were envious and jealous to the point of sickness against the Holy Prophet's refined and high minded wives. Once Hafsa came to know about a very personal matter concerning the Holy Prophet, which she thought should not be made public. Hafsa came to know by him. He confided in Hafsa. And you're saying once Hafsa came to know about a very personal matter concerning which he thought should not be made public, then why is he telling Hafsa? He trusts Hafsa? Therefore, he asked her not to publish it. Please. He knows what Hafsa is, right? Such bad tempered, bad manners, low lives. Why would he confide? The ayat says he confided in his wife, Hafsa. I mean, doesn't put the name. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this. On one hand, intellect and what high Imam Ali, when I read without dots, Najal Balagha, his sermon without dots, his sermon, like, oh my God, on God consciousness. I was just awestruck. I was like, oh my God, I couldn't read this. Oh my God, oh my God. Because for us, God is beyond reach, beyond the intellect, imagination, and no one has ever explained God like Imam Ali. Bah, 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 bah. I was like, okay, like that. Sorry for my reactions. Oh my God, on one hand, this and on. He has turned out to be a greatest hypocrite. And since as a Shia also, understanding this, now everything is on. And someone's asking me, telling me about the Quran, that, these people, they don't know Arabic. So some of but Quran is now available in Urdu, on radio in Pakistan. Pura aata hai. The translations are given. You can read the whole. No. You can listen to the whole on radio. So how can the Muslims have this saying that we don't know the Quran? It's not in our language. Even Indonesian, Quran.com, goodness, French, every language it has. I wonder, goodness, you don't have translations in the Muslims don't read in, they can read in Arabic and in their own translated language. In every language, this Quran is translated, mostly. So please, you see, they say that, you know what, ignorance of law is not, I mean, it will not, you will have, it will not save you from the penalty for parking, over parking, parking in the wrong area. Just a minute. Excuse me, yeah. Thank you for waiting. I had to mute myself. Now, what else is there? I'm doing this again. Personal matter concerning the Holy Prophet, which he thought should not be made public. Therefore, he asked her not to publish it. Oh my goodness. But she at once rushed to her friend Aisha and whispered to her a version which was in great part untrue. Hafsa, who betrayed confidence, and Aisha, who encouraged the betrayal, were commanded to turn in repentance to Allah. If they were to resist repentance, I don't know what's happening to me now. Uh, God knows her. And amends. Sorry, excuse me. If they were to resist repentance and amends, they would be abetting each other's crime, but could not harm the most perfect messenger of Allah, whom all the spiritual forces always surrounded. Then why is he in so much? Just a while ago, didn't the sorely distressed, the Holy Prophet's mind was sorely, oh my goodness. She has, excuse me. Ah, I don't, so, okay, I don't want to go crazy reading this again and again. How many times have I done this? Aka Medipuya says, so my health, to make a vow to do a thing which has the option to do or not to do is permissible in Islam if there is good in it. To make a vow to do a thing, which one? Please. Surah Medai 87. It is an order to the believers to make a vow. Now I'm turning like Abu Bakr. To make a vow. Abu Bakr also had to repeat himself. I read the Sunni Hadith. Wait a minute. To make a vow. Again, it's not registering anymore. Something's happened to my mind. To make a vow to do a thing which one has the option to do or not to do is permissible in Islam if there is good in it. Oh, a husband can accommodate his wife's his wife's legitimate desires to a reasonable extent. Oh, 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 oh. Call, call mental hospital. I'm coming. Okay, no, 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 for my mental health. It already gone case, sir. but they're not dead. That's gone. Now, okay, I'll just take a break from that, all that commentary. I know that it's not there registering. Allah has already ordained for you, woman, the dissolution of your also place. So now we come to Surah, where hypocrites are. So you see, if you know that they're not for those who oppose, you see, Surah Tawbah 63. Know that they not that for those who oppose Allah and His Messenger is the fire of hell, wherein they shall dwell. This is a supreme disgrace. This verse refers to those who defiled the Holy Prophet in his lifetime and after his departure from this world opposed his declaration made at Ghadir Khum. I referred to the commentary of Maida, Surah Maida meaning Ayat 67. And in his last moments refused to give him, Umar also gone case, refused to give him pen and paper. But the point here is that the Holy Prophet in his lifetime, those who defied the Holy Prophet, departure from this world, opposed his declaration, made, yeah, all going to where? Ayat is the fire of hell for them, right? So even those who opposed his declaration made at Ghadir Khum, fire of hell. You see, it's not a war. It's not a war. So the Shias made it look like, when all avenues of peace are closed. No. I thought for a long, long time, I thought that I didn't think actually that to oppose this messenger like this, to say, okay, I'm leaving this religion. I want to go elsewhere. Sorry, excuse, sorry, Rasulullah. No, no. I was so naive. There's a punishment on me. I would, what punishment, It's the fire of hell. No, wait a minute. If I don't take Ali as the Imam, fire of hell. You see, after his departure, let me read this commentary under Surah Tawbah at 63. Shia commentary. Again, this verse refers to those who defied the Holy Prophet in his lifetime. Defied now. Okay. And after his departure from this world, opposed his declaration made at Ghadir Khum. Refer to the commentary of Maida. It's enough for me. Ayat 67. You see? So you read that ayat 63. And in his last moments, refused to give him pen and paper. But if I oppose this declaration of Ghadir Khum later on as a Shia, I say, okay, I'm not taking Imam Ali as the first Imam. Right? What happened? And I'm not taking the Quran with the Ahl Bayt. What happened to me? I will be going in the fire of hell. You see the implication. You see the of this. Reaches far. And to all those later on also who deny this declaration of his made at Ghadir Khum. So why have I put Surah Tawbah 64? The hypocrites are afraid lest a surah should be sent down about them, showing them what is really passing in their hearts. Say, mock ye. Are they mocking? They're just afraid. They're hypocrites. Okay, so in their hearts they're mocking these believers. Or okay, say mock ye, but verily Allah will bring to light all that you fear should be revealed. Mocking, they're mocking. Okay, here you would say, so it's very difficult, for the to. I'm not convincing. I'm not trying to influence any. You stay in this religion after knowing the falsehood. But you know that you are doing injustice. You are lying to yourselves. Just to point that out. Surah 9, verse 1 to 3. O you who believe, fight those of the unbelievers who are near to you and let them find in you hardness. And know that Allah is with those who guard against evil in bracket. This commentary I left last night in my last live stream, previous one. The last portion of this verse refers to taqwa, to safeguard oneself against evil with full awareness of Allah's laws. But if you are fully aware of Allah, what would happen to you? Ask yourselves. I gave the answer in my live stream. Sometimes giving the answer, you know, अपने पाँव पे कुल्हाड़ी मारना है, or you know, like that. What do you call it? Right? So if you disagree with me, it's okay. Or maybe you start thinking that I think too much of myself or arrogance. There are people who have said this in my life. So when I was in my life, and my mother was very social, and people would come on my birthday, and I wouldn't like they were there. So I didn't really think that I have to go to each and every person and like that. I was just absent-minded, thoughtless. So they thought I was proud and all, but I was reserved and shy and like that. The last portion of this verse refers to taqwa, to safeguard oneself against evil with full awareness of Allah's laws. So if you're fully aware of Allah, and even your souls, the spirits, has been given but little what knowledge, that Quran ayat, right? So I feel that some great injustice has been done to human beings, that you're slaves or servants of Allah, Abdullah. But Abdullah were before this Prophet, Islam came. Not only his father, Abdullah, but there were other Abdullahs, Ubaidullahs. So it seems that even Allah origin does not come from Islam. We thought this religion was original. Sorry, we thought this religion was original, unchanged, untempered. So wouldn't it be great? Because then somewhere, like I said, the Prophet also failed here. So fullness, even the Prophet. So it's right under our eyes, right? Right under our eyes here. There's again and again. I'll come back. I don't know why I put all these verses and the commentaries here. When your Lord, I've already spoken about this. Adirahum, persecuted, deprived. Yeah, again, you see here, Ayat Surah Anfal, verse 12. If anyone opposes the declaration of the Holy Prophet at Khadirahum, this rule also applies to those who oppose the declaration of the Holy Prophet at Khadirahum. Commentary section. Given, when your Lord revealed to the angels, I am with you, therefore make firm those who believe. I will cast terror into the hearts of those who disbelieve. Therefore strike off their heads and strike off every fingertip of them, amputate them. We thought that in war, we're not allowed to amputate people like this. Amputate people. Okay? You kill them or strike. You see, first, you strike off their heads and strike off every fingertip of them. First, a strike off their heads. So, what is it saying? Like the Shias are so great in the ablution verse. They say no, it goes like this, Arabic like that. Imams have explained, Imams are so great. And so wipe your feet, not wash your feet. You know? So Sunnis say no, wash your feet. But maybe all unanimously, so Maliki, Hanafi, Hanbali, Shafi, Barelvi, all maybe unanimously, I don't know, wash your feet. But the Shias say, this verse coming like this and this happening like that. I'm going with my hands, but you cannot see it. Therefore, strike off their heads. So, first, what coming, Shias? First, what coming? What coming? What coming? Strike their very fingertip. If you strike their head off, wait a minute, let me show you. 8, 12, 8, 12, 8, 12. 8, 12. 8, 12, Quran. It's Surah 8, verse 12. Surah 8, verse 12. Excuse me. What coming? Your Lord inspired the angels. Strike above the necks. You've killed them, right? You've beheaded them. Remember, Prophet, when your Lord revealed. Wait a minute, it's coming. 12. Remember when your Lord inspired to the angels. So strike them upon the necks and strike from them every fingertip. Terror, so strike above the necks with sword, right? When inspired your Lord to the angels, I am with you, so strengthen those who believed. I will cast in the hearts of those who disbelieved. Disbelieved, right? The terror. So strike above the necks. If you strike above the neck, you got the head. And then strike from them every fingertip. You got their heads above the neck also, you beheaded them. You've injured them and then strike the very fingertips. This amputation. Is this war? In war? Yeah, okay. But what happened? You amputate them. This is not good in Islam. In Shia Islam, we are told not to amputate. Okay? You see this? You see Arabic. Lose what? If so, at least for God's sakes, accept that if you are lying, see it. See it. Now you want to go, your heart wants to go, pay respect to Imam Hussein, you go. at least accept it. There's a contradictions, that you are doing injustice. You're going for the wrong person. Now here it is say what Shias even commentary. It's even worse. If you oppose whosoever, what? Therefore strike off their heads and strike off every fingertip of them. I haven't even come to this. In my previous life dreams, how many? Three of them. And I mentioned this ayat. And then the commentary. So the what? This rule also applies Shias. What rule? What the Lord said to the angels? Strengthen the bit. इतना गहरा धोखा. I better die. If I didn't have some help from, if I didn't think love, religion, you know what I mean? Excuse me, I'll just mute myself for a sec. So please, it's not my, I'm intelligent and you are, you know, oh no. But how could someone lie to us like this? So, sorry, my reaction coming out. This is, this, you know, I'm giving pain to myself to help you Shias out of this as much as I can, whoever I can reach. So any kind of prejudice, any kind of raham, pity, conditioning, करवी दवा तो पीने वो कहते हैं ना माँ देवी, she gives a bitter. So truth very very bitter. And this for many many years, how Allama Rashid Rabi, great, how he come from where, you know, there's no orator in Indo-Pak like there was no like Allama Rashid Rabi. And we thought, like I'm not, I just I don't know how to say this. I want you to realize that psychologically, okay, someone might have a heart attack. I haven't had a heart attack, but psychologically, I could have ended up in a mental asylum. And you know how difficult it is here to do this. What? So this point not come in my mind, therefore strike off their heads, strike off what the Shia, what? Thereafter, whosoever opposes Allah. Sorry, I must not discern because you also want to come out, may be shocked. This rule, also, this, yani what is in this ayat, Surah Anfal ayat 12. I did, I going, coming, I falling, I screaming inside. Soul crisis. But there's some help, someone is holding me up. Okay, I'll take a break. Excuse me. Thank you so much. Oh, oh, sorry. I did the wrong here again. And on this tab, I try to close. I see my photo, you know. last time in my life, previous live stream funny. Thank you so much.